back. What was I doing last time? I was doing something. I got 7. I got fuck all for 7 last time. I mean, fuck all being good on this particular exercise. So I need like 4.5 on for a warm up. All right. I don't have straps. This is just going to be terrible. I'll do for a warm up. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have my straps. So, I mean, this whole entire back day is just useless. I do think that's kind of true. I don't want to be too dramatic because I can still do the workout, but it is going to be a little bit shit using straps. I was about to make a horrible comparison then. Never mind. What am I doing? Fuck all for fuck all, aren't I? Yeah, that's it. Aiming for something like 8. I think I got 7 last time. I mean, fight knows if I'm going to get 8 because I don't have my straps. I'm going to be complaining about that the entire. It is a bit detrimental. Please. Nope. One more set, and hopefully we will get that 8. Because last time I got 6, so in my head it means I can definitely get 8. Yeah, I think I got like 7 last time, so realistically I'm getting something like 6. I don't know what that was, but I mean it didn't quite feel like 6, but I don't think it was 5 either, so I'll take the 5.5. So what was that? So sister pull-ups. I got fuck all for 7 and fuck all for 6. It's mid-back, isn't it? So it's more like a... It's more like a shrug. Nearly just went into just a full set then. Mid-back, we got 30 for 10. I do need 2.5 then. This is more of a row. That's a lie. This is more of a like sort of shrug than it is a row, which is what I was going to clear up. This is more mid-back. This one is much more mid-back. Shrug, pinch at the top. There's not a lot of range of motion here. It's not really the point. I'm not really sure how much the mid-back sort of benefits from stretching. But yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what I got there. I think it was something like 7. I mean, there's not a lot of room for camera work here, so I mean, this is the sort of best that we're going for here. I should really be using something like a Smith machine upper back row, because that's what I'm going to be using when I go home. That's essentially the best they've got. And there's not a lot of other options. There's the straight on upper back row. Oh, I'm not sure how much that's going to benefit my back. I much prefer something like this, where you're picking up the weight from below rather than straight in front of you. It is what it is. I'll make do with what I've got there. I'm moving gyms to a JD gym in early June, so, and I've heard good things about JD gyms, so I imagine it'll be much better. If it's not, then, well, I don't know. I guess it's just game over. Set 2. We've got 32.5 again still on the, I don't think moving up was the play here. I do think maybe putting my like sternum on the, yeah, that's probably the best way to go about it. And I think maybe not tucking my elbows in, simply because I think I'm feeling more of my lats than I am my upper back. So maybe flaring them out a little bit more than the handles actually allow might be the best way of going about it. I mean, even using the handles up here, maybe, that might actually be the better option here. Let's try that. So I've got my sternum on the pad. So essentially I've just moved further down, and hands are on the sort of horizontal grips now instead of the vertical ones. We'll try that. Ooh, I'm not sure how effective that actually is, but I mean, fuck knows. It's just fun to try something new. I think that's important. If you think you can improve in an exercise, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with tinkering around with it on your own time and sort of just going, oh, well, if I do this, maybe I'll make it better. Or if I put it in a different position, maybe I'll make it better. So I think that would, I think it makes it more fun, and I just think it would just speed up your progress a little bit if you customized your exercise instead of just going, right, well, this bloke on the internet does this, so I'm gonna do it the exact same way that he does it. 102.5, I think I had this on then. So let's see if we can actually best this weight. 102.5, I believe. And I think I got that for 8, something like 8 last time. I mean, get it for 9, then 102 point, oh, I got it for, yeah, I got it for 8. If I can get it for 9, then that'd be amazing. But just for people that are maybe new and just like watching this specific video, this one is much more of a stretch than it is a squeeze at the bottom. For my rowing exercises, I think I concentrate more on a squeeze on that one. For my like pull down style exercises, that's more of a stretch, down, stretch. That's the way I like to do it. Not that I'm sort of min-maxing like God, and I've decided that this is the way you do back exercises. It's just like, that's the way I want to do them. I do think this machine, the Hammer Strength Isolateral Wide Pull Down, the like best pull down exercise like machine I've ever used. I think I just feel more comfortable with it, and it's just, I can load more weight and improve more steadily than something like a cable pull down. And don't get me wrong, I love cables. I mean, I advocate for cables all the time. It's just this one's a little bit more, it's got a bit more oomph. Surprisingly, without the straps, I don't think I'm feeling too much of my forearms, which is, I mean, what we want to be happening, but I would recommend just doing it with like straps full stop. There's no real reason to not have straps. Not wrist like wraps, like straps, like the figure 8 or the ones that you manually wrap around a bar. But I did get 9. I did get 9 without the straps, so maybe I'm a liar. A liar and a thief. Yeah, I did notice they're taking my, I don't know if it's just placebo, and I've, in my head, decided that it would be better But I did feel better for a couple of sessions taking the supplements that I usually take before a session, so they're just like in the evening, which is when I usually take it. I don't know if it makes an actual physical difference. I just felt better. It's not like suddenly I had a power up and I was just sort of like I wasn't in my final form because I had omega-3. It was just, I just felt a little bit better. So maybe I'll start doing that, who knows? I mean, I don't think it would do any harm to just take it then either. I had a cheat meal a couple of days ago, and I don't feel it when I look. I don't necessarily look it, but something probably either from the meal that I had and the water that I packed on a few kilograms from like almost immediately from just that. I imagine it's just 90% water, but yeah, I mean, it happens after having like a cheat meal, especially a heavy one. If anyone has a cheat meal during a cut and then like a couple of days afterwards, they're like, oh, I'm like 5 kilograms heavier, it will go away. Don't worry about it, just keep weighing yourself. I imagine of water is around 3-4 kilograms. I could be lying, and I've probably just put on for some reason like 4 or 5 kilograms of just fat randomly, but no, I imagine it is just water, and just don't panic at all if you have like a cheat meal and suddenly the scale just skyrockets. Like, it's okay. Enjoy your cheat meal. Please don't let it ruin it. Sort of happens. I mean, even after like the many times that's happened to me during my cut, and I panicked and like, oh shit, fat again. I still panic, but yeah, don't let it ruin it. Enjoy your cheat meal. Oi. 2.5. If I can find one. Right, now we've got 105 kilograms. Oi. So we'll see if we can get 6. I imagine, seeing as last time I got 9, I imagine 6 would be fine on this. But I mean, ideally if we get 7, or maybe even 8. Oof. I imagine I could have gotten 8 if I'd put a bit more effort in there, but you know, I'll take that 7. I will absolutely take that 7, especially now. I'm just happy and proud that I'm getting some level of progress this deep into a cut. I mean, I've got what, like 3 weeks left? So I should be something like 73, 74 kilograms by the end of this, which means that I should be able to bulk for something like a year, like over a year, like 14 months, something like that. Going steady, I mean, like we're talking like 250, maybe 300 over my maintenance. And we'll just do that for over a year, just trying to pack on as much muscle as possible during like that sort of time. But it also means I get to, you know, enjoy life. Yes, upper back row. So this one isn't a pinch, but it is a squeeze. Don't clip that. Got 35, don't need to warm up because upper back's already been thoroughly toasted. We are using the wider grip on this one, and it is much more of a, I don't want to say much more of a squeeze as if the rows aren't just squeezes. It's a squeeze, all right? The important thing is it's targeting my upper back as a collective rather than just simply my like mid-back traps. Like this will have like rear delts in it as well. Come on, get a 9. Oh. Okay. I think that was 8. God, it's so difficult to keep at the top. I mean, obviously it's like it's piss and shit just like rowing it, but I need to listen to a new song because I'm getting sick of this. Set 2, same kind of weight because I didn't pull a miracle out my ass, so I mean we're stuck here. But if we can get 6, I'll walk home with a grin on my face. I'm not getting it up. I got a nice 7 and a nice 6, so keeping my head above the water with that one. Oh yeah, the machine row. I changed it to machine simply because I just like it more. Cables, nothing wrong with them. I love them. I did them for ages. But machines, a little bit more interesting. For me anyway, because I've been doing those for months. Please come out. All done. Yeah, that's cool. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I can definitely keep 20 on by looking at what I did last time. We were getting used to like this machine. Yeah, I'll start with my left arm. It's just a better idea. That's just the weakest arm, so I just think that's just going to be more ideal. Yeah, this one is kind of a stretch, but more of a squeeze. I think it's like 60-40, 60 to squeeze. I can probably add 1.2s then onto both sides, seeing as that just sort of moved quite easily. I think that one was flat irons. Do that again. See if we can get ideally more than 6. So like 7 or 8 is what we're sort of holding out for hope for. The right side will be exactly the same. I just think if I'm going to do any more unilateral exercises doing one arm, probably starting with the weaker side is the most ideal way forward. Just giving more energy to the side that is making the most fuck all progress. Some people it might be the right, if they're like left-handed or silly. But I'm trying my best not to let the arm fall past my hips, because then it ends up being more of a upper back exercise than it is like a lat row. Seven's still good. I'm not crying. I'm not crying quite yet. It's getting to me now. We'll try and get like 6 or 7. Oh, my forearms are on fucking. Well, next time I'll remember my straps, but I don't think that was too bad, actually, considering I didn't have my straps. Yeah, I thought the session would be like, oh, well, 2 or 3 reps, like, or a little bit of weight underneath what I'd usually be doing because the straps I usually, I mean, the difference between having straps on a back session and not is night and day, but I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting a worse session. I'm going to be honest. I was expecting a worse session, but that was nice. I mean, occasionally I might actually do that on and off. I might decide 1 week I'll do them with straps, 1 week I'll do them without, because that might, I don't know, it might put in work for my forearms. Who knows?